Hello and a very warm welcome to Rev Sports as we continue to extend our deepest condolences to the families that have lost their loved ones at the heinous crime that happened in Kashmir. We continue to welcome everyone here at Rev Sports for the pre-match show between SRH and Mumbai Indians. Sunrisers Hyderabad is taking on the Mumbai Indians in Hyderabad today, and joining me is Shamik Chakraborty and Bharat Ramraj. Atreo will also be joining us in a little while. But before we get on, Shamik sir, uh, a lowdown on how things are looking for Sunrisers Hyderabad at this point in time.
See, I mean, Sunrise is Hyderabad. Uh, you wrote a copy today, Naman. I edited that. Um, you rightly said their old template is not working. Indeed, it is not working this year because to start with, they their famed opening duo, Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma, they have performed in patches, but not as a combination like last year. Number one. Number two, Ishan Kishan, as of now, uh, has proven to be a one innings wonder. That 100 he started off with. After that, there has been a string of low scores. Um, Moving down the order, if you look at Heinrich Lass, arguably the best T20 batsman over the last 2 years, and he is not. He is dealing in his 30s. He hasn't yet played an impact innings. Nitish Kumar Reddy has been the biggest disaster in this IPL. The biggest disaster. The one season wonder. So now the fact of the matter is that um, also if you look at their bowling, it's not only about their batting. Mohammad Shami's average is north of 50. Pat Cummins' average is 36. Their spinners are not making an impact. So unless they are posting 230 plus, they are they don't have the wherewithal to defend a score in the region of 180, 190. So that is one area of concern. But the whole irony is that, but then again, you have to take into account of the fact that they have a great captain in Pat Cummins. He has won everything. If you look at the at trophy cabinet, he is a great captain and someone who can rally his men around. So I think Sunrise Hyderabad need a spark, a, a moment of inspiration. It can come from someone like Heinrich Klaassen scoring a 36 ball 100. That could provide them an inspiration, that bit of inspiration, but it's now an uphill task for them. They are facing a side today that has smelled blood. And if you look at the first four games, I think, or first 5 games, Mumbai Indians won just one. And now they have completed a hat trick of wins. And this is a side which is quality top down. If you look at their batting lineup, Rohit Sharma was scoring runs. But against Chennai Super Kings, when he played, I mean, he was the player to watch. Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya. And then, if you go to their Bumrah's inclusion in that bowling lineup, Bumrah is still not 100%. Maybe he's bowling at 80 or 85% after coming from a lengthy injury layoff. Um, Longish injury layoff, I would. But Bumrah at 80% is still the best bowler in the world. He's that good. So from that point of view, so from that point of view, Sunrise Hyderabad, I think they will lay out a builder. That is their only chance because if the pitch is a bit tricky, um, Mumbai Indians would outclass them. If they can post something in the region of 250, they will have a chance. They will hope that they can do that. But this is hoping against hope.
It's going to be an uphill task. Atreo sir also joins us. But before I go to him, Bharat, your comment on the fact that this has been a troublesome season for the template that Sunriser Hyderabad has been trying to deploy. It got successful last season, but this season with additional reinforcements, it hasn't panned out the way they would have wanted. But and it all stems from the top order. If you could just elaborate on what is triggering that Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma partnership that is not working out for them.
Yeah, a couple of pitches they have prepared at home, which have been very flat and they have succeeded. If you look at it, couple of other pitches that they prepared in Hyderabad were not really flat, and that really hit them hard. So I think pitch conditions have played a part because all pitches in Hyderabad have not been flat, have not been motorways. Only two pitches have been really flat. So I think that is one thing. Second, I don't think it's just about batting. If you look at their bowling as well, Mohammad Shami has not exactly been effective. Pat Cummins has not exactly been effective. Last year, at least, he bowled a few spells, good spells. Netrajan was there. Netrajan was giving them a buffer in the slog overs by bowling a lot of Yorkers. So that is another factor because Netrajan is now with some other franchise at Delhi Capitals. Coming back to the batting, it's not just about I think Head and Abhishek. Yes, Head has got out in a couple of strange ways. Once he was caught down the leg side as well. I think at mid wicket, that is something you don't expect Travis Head to do because he's so good at maximizing his strengths. Klaassen is not in the form that he used to be. Maybe he's getting older, so his body is maybe a little bit slower. It feels that way that when someone bowls a short ball, he looks a little late on the ball. At times, even when he tries to slog or when he tries to play across the line, he looks a little late on the ball. So Heinrich Klaassen also is not exactly in form. Nitesh Reddy has also kind of struggled if you compare it to the last season. Against Mumbai Indians, he scored what 20 of 20 balls. He looked really lost. He looked like he was in some other world. He just wasn't able to rotate the strike or score runs. So they have problems not just in relation to I think Abhishek and Head. Uh, yes, when Abhishek got a flat pitch, he got that 140 odd. So at least Abhishek Sharma can say that when he got the right kind of conditions, he went and scored all those runs. I think the problem is right through their batting order. Klaassen, Nitish Reddy, Ishan Kishan after that 100 has not contributed anything. So maybe hopefully today it will be a flat pitch, really flat pitch, motorway kind of a pitch where they can just play through the line, hit through the line, and bat first or bat second, get 240 to 50. I think that is SRH's best hope because their bowling attack looks, I would say, modest, with some of them struggling and some of them perhaps not having the skill for T20 format.
Definitely, definitely. Both of these gentlemen have elaborated on the ways that Hyderabad is struggling. Atreo sir, I'll just go to you on the fact that how important is this pitch for Hyderabad? How much of a belter they would like to it to be for them to score a 250 plus score and put Mumbai out of this match with their batting?
Well, the kind of team Hyderabad has put together and the kind of template they follow, it's very important that they play on a surface which assists heavy scoring. That's been their template, and that's how they were quite successful last year. And this year we have seen that it's changed completely, and because as Shomik and Bharat both pointed out that their batting has not clicked, and not just the openers, but I mean right through the order. They have taken mentioned the names who were expected to take the responsibility and score those runs. They have failed, and in the bowling front also they have not done well. And yes, I agree that their possibly their best chance is to play on a surface which assists the batters, and they will. I think they would like to be a high-scoring game where it comes down to a slugfest between the two batting forces, where two mighty batting forces collide against each other, and bowlers are just taken out of the equation. I think possibly that is something that would suit Hyderabad at the moment. Having said that, Naman, a resurgent Mumbai Indian side is a dangerous side. We have seen that in the past, and this year also they have overcome a very slow start, and they have won 3 games on a trot. A lot of things for them are falling in place, which were not in the initial few games. So Hyderabad will definitely have their task cut out against Bombay side, which is looking increasingly better.
Definitely, it is going to be a very difficult task, as every one of us has said it out. Shamik sir, coming back to you, it is a very important game for both of these teams. Both are trying to, I mean, Mumbai is trying to ascertain their position in this playoff battle, while Hyderabad is still trying to figure out if they can still remain in this tournament. But at this point, they seems at the edge of going out. But I would like you to talk about that middle order that has been misfiring. It's not just the openers; it's also the middle order of Hyderabad that involves Ishan Kishan, who has only scored one double-digit score after that splendid 100 in the first match. Then there's Nitish Rana, who averages 21 at a strike rate of 113, and then there is also Henrik Klassen, whose highest score this season has only been 37. So how important is this middle order firing today for Hyderabad?
Very important, but more than the middle order, it's about their opening pair, Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma. I mean, traditionally, historically, if you see, if you look at Sunrisers Hyderabad's performances, when the opening duo have done well, they have posted uh, imposing totals on the board. And from that point of view, this the opening pair, it is now or never for them. If they lose today, it's long kiss good night. So they have to fire today. It's now or never. And if they can do that, they will put Mumbai Indians under a lot of pressure. Having said that, it is not easy because if you look at Mumbai Indians bowling lineup, Trent Bolt and Deepak Chahar are opening the bowling. And Deepak Chahar is someone who uses the new ball very well. He did that uh, with Chennai Super Kings also. He was sort of a power play specialist, taking wickets in the first 6 overs. Trent Bolt is a class act. Trent Bolt is a class act, and it is relentless in the sense. If you think, okay, you have seen of Deepak Chahar and Trent Bolt, now you have a Jasprit Bumrah to deal with. It is very, very difficult. It is very, very difficult to post a 250 plus total against a side that has Jasprit Bumrah in their bowling ranks. You might take the other bowlers to the cleaners, but you cannot do that with Bumrah. So even if you are having a great batting day, Bumrah will uh, make up for the profligacy of other bowlers, hypothetically, if the other bowlers are being profligate. So from that point of view, against a bowling lineup that has Jasprit Bumrah, it is very, very difficult to post something in the region of 250. So, but then again, you never know. It can happen once again. If that happens, that would be a sort of miracle. I mentioned at the start of the show, Heinrich Klassen, for example, if he comes to the party, if he comes to the party, and if we see a Klassen blitz, it can happen. But chances, if you consider the probability here, you will not back Sunrisers Hyderabad to get 250, even on a belter against Mumbai Indians attack. You will not back Sunrisers Hyderabad to post in the something in the region of 250, and anything less than, I mean, less than 230, I would say, not 250. Anything less than 230 is chaseable because the Mumbai Indians will also play on the same pitch and they have a better batting lineup. So, on paper at least, that is chaseable. Sunrisers Hyderabad are playing this game to stay alive, while Mumbai Indians are the potential title contenders. I think they are the top title contenders in this IPL.
Yes, sir. We know that you are vouching for Mumbai Indians to win the title. So
Even when they lost 4 of the first 5 games, I was saying that I never diverted from my assessment that they are one of the strong title contenders.
definitely, they have always been slow
Yeah,
starters, but obviously comes through when it needs
because
to.
you cannot buy quality in the supermarket.
Yes, definitely. But since we as a journalist are required to put things out as they are, Bharat sir, I would just like you to put your perspective on what is going wrong with Mohammad Shami. You have seen him play from close quarters in during the Champions Trophy. Uh, what are your thoughts? What is going wrong during the IPL this time?
You can go further back to the Ranji Trophy in 2024. Then he was definitely not in rhythm somewhere when it perhaps from the time of the back foot contact to his follow through, something was going wrong at that time. But obviously, he's picked his pace up. His pace was right up there in the Champions Trophy. His pace is right up there in this particular IPL, around 138 kilometers per hour, 140 kilometers per hour. I think the best way to explain Shami's bowling is to look at it through the prism of X axis and Y axis. Here, the y-axis could be your pace. His pace is definitely back to 138 kilometers per hour, 148 kilometers per hour, 140. So the y-axis could be movement or the venom, the force behind the ball, and that is where whenever I've seen Mohammad Shami bowl in this particular IPL, or most of the times, he's not getting the ball to move as much as he used to. Even if it's a wide Kokabara ball, if you look at some of his past performances, in the first 2 overs at least, he was getting the ball to swing a little bit and then move off the seam. But somewhere in this IPL, the first 2 overs, he's not been able to get much movement. So that is, I think, what is missing with Mohammad Shami. Because if he doesn't get the new ball to move, or if he doesn't get the white Kookaburra new ball to move, then he has a bit of problems. He has to wait until the world ball for a little bit of contrast swing. Is not someone who can bowl hard lengths a lot in the middle overs. So I think that is one of his issues, is not getting much nip off the deck in the first 2 or 3 overs, and the wide Kookaburra after the first 2 3 overs, it just doesn't swing or doesn't move, at least until the world ball starts to do a bit. That is what we have seen in this IPL. I think that has been his problem. We saw that even with Jofra Archer. For a couple of games, he was not getting the ball to do much. His pace was there at 148, 150 kilometers per hour. But only when they started giving him the chance to bowl with a new ball, he got that little bit of venom back. He's got that now venom back with a short ball. I think that is what is basically missing with Shami, in my opinion. He's not getting the ball to move, which actually could be a problem because England tour is coming, and he has to somehow find ways to get the ball to move again.
So there you have it. A discuss. I mean, it requires a much more deeper discussion. But for now, we'll focus on SRH and MI. So Atreyu sir, I'll just head on to you. This is going to be a better pitch as we have been talking about. And in the last game for Mumbai, Rohit Sharma was fabulous, was fantastic. Words will short. The way will short with the way he has performed in the last game. So on this pitch, how important or how big of an innings can Rohit Sharma provide given the form he has started to get into?
Well, Rohit Sharma is a kind of player who, if he gets going and the kind of batting he has been doing over the last couple of years, especially after he became the captain of the Indian team, the kind of early thrust that he provides in the white ball formats, we have seen that in one dayers as well as in T20s. That the kind of momentum he provides early on, that gives his team a head start. And he was trying to do that in this IPL also. In the first few matches, it didn't come off. Not that he was completely out of touch. He got in a couple of matches, he got a few fours and all that. Then he got out. But the thing is, Naman, Rohit Sharma, if given 8 or 10 matches in the IPL format, he will score runs. I mean, at least in 2 or 3 matches, he will come good. That is bound to happen. I mean, there was no doubt about it. I mean, Shomik had pointed this out in the early stages of this IPL. I think that was the third or fourth match, I think, around that time. That he will get runs, there is no doubt about that. Question is, how much does that benefit his team? And the last match, we saw that the kind of start Rohit provided and the kind of knock he played played a very important part in that commanding win that his team scripted. So I think that is what Mumbai will look at. That is what Mumbai Indians fans will look at. That Rohit getting runs, Rohit getting a 30 or a 40 or a 50 is not a big deal. He will do that. I mean, given the quality he has, if you give him a fair number of games, he will do that. But the thing is that how or and when does he make that impact? That is important from the team's point of view, and that has happened. That has happened from the Bombay team's point of view. It's happened at a very important time of their campaign. Now they are trying to get things back on track. They had a bad start, and now they are they're even right. I mean, 8 matches, they have 6 points or something. Sorry, they're eight out of eight, 8 out of 8 at the moment in the sixth position, and they will look to. They are looking good actually, and this Rohit Sharma scoring a few runs in the previous game will give them that bit of confidence that here is our impact player who is making an impact. And it'll, I'm sure it'll, the game is it's also a game of confidence, no matter who you are, how many runs you might have scored in the past, doesn't matter. You have to have some recent runs under your belt, and Rohit Sharma has that now at this point in time. So it's going to be a very uh, dangerous movement inside for any opponent.
Naman,
It is going.
uh,
Yes, sir.
Naman, I have a question for Atreo because I and Atreo have tracked Shami's career right from his days at the Calcutta Maidan, and we have seen him bowling at Mohan Bagan nets. Atreo, my question is to you. This is my observation, and correct me if I am wrong. Wh- Whenever, I mean, Muhammad Shami at his peak, what we have seen, for bowling, be it at the Bengal nets or Mohan Bagan nets or for India, everything is so effortless. He is bowling, ah, as if like he is bowling without breaking a sweat. And as because England is the bigger picture, it now, uh, I now get a feeling that he is now putting in a lot of effort in his bowling. So that is my observation. I might be wrong. That's why I'm asking for your observation. So, is this true that it feels like he's putting in a lot of effort because he was never, it never felt like he was putting in a lot of effort in his bowling. It was smooth like silk.
Atreya, sir, can you hear us? Atreya, sir, can you hear us?
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, did you
sorry,
get
I
my
can't.
question?
I didn't hear the question.
Oh, you couldn't hear the question. So I just repeat. See, we have been watching, tracking Shami's career right from his days at Calcutta Maidans, right? We have seen him at Mohan Bagan nets, we have seen him at Bengal nets, and we have seen him obviously playing and when he is at the India nets. My observation as regards Shami over the last few months is that I have never seen Shami putting in this much of effort in his bowling. His bowling, right from the top of his run up, right from his run up to the delivery stride, loading everything, follow through, everything looked so effortless. But over the last few months, what I have been seeing that he has been putting a lot of effort in his bowling. I don't know whether that injury had any impact on that or whatever it is, but this is my observation. I might be wrong. So I just want your views on that. How if, is this right that right now he has been putting a lot of effort in his bowling, which has never been the case.
See, about Shami, the first thing that I would like to say is that he's on the wrong side of 30s. He's getting close to the wrong side of the 30s, and that itself for a fast bowler is a deterrent to an extent. I mean, the body doesn't respond as well as it does when it's younger. And Shami has also, as we all know, it's very well known that he has had numerous injury concerns, problems, and numerous times. I mean, number of times he has undergone surgery and all that. And so when Shami came back last season, towards the end of last year in the domestic circuit, I wasn't exactly very optimistic about his full-fledged India return. I mean, let's take India now, and I'll come to IPL afterwards. Because he didn't play. I mean, Ranji Trophy, he was irregular. I mean, he didn't play a lot of Ranji Trophy games. He played a number of limited over games. which is why you saw him in the Champions Trophy squad and not in the Australia squad, in the squad for the Australia tour for the Test matches. And that how I mean, obviously he has recovered. I mean, from that surgery that he had last year, he has recovered from that, and he has made a very gallant effort to make it back to the top level of cricket. And but something somewhere down the line, I find something amiss. I can't pinpoint what exactly that is. I'm not a technical expert. I haven't spoken to him. I haven't spoken to people around him. But I think there is a mental block somewhere. Something is holding him back. And what we see now, yes, I mean, he's certified fit. He has met the parameters, fitness parameters, and all that. But somewhere something is not working. And possibly, I mean, in the Champions Trophy also, in some of the matches, he really returned eye catching hauls. I mean, there was a 5 wicket haul in the first match against Bangladesh. But at the same time, in another match, he bowled five wides in the five first
Why?
over.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and if you look at the kind of I mean, the zing factor in the bowling that we associate with Shami's bowling, that has been missing. So, possibly it's a combination of factors that the fitness recovery, that part, and it also has a big mental part. I mean, psychologically
absolutely,
also it weighs it can weigh an individual down, especially for
yeah.
someone who has had a checkered past in terms of injuries and fitness issues. So I think all those factors are playing a part, and the Shami we are seeing now is not the Shami that we are used to seeing. I mean, as some of
Exactly.
our in this discussion, some of you pointed out that last year we saw something in him, but that is missing, and I am not really very optimistic. I mean, yeah, I mean, 5 matches remaining, 6 matches remaining, he can put in I mean, an eye-catching performance in one or two of those. But whether in the long run, in the longer run, let's put it that way, we'll see the Shami that we are used to seeing. I have my doubts.
Yeah, my two-liner epilogue before I hand it over to Naman. I would like to see Sunrisers Hyderabad losing this game and early, getting eliminated early. This is looking at the bigger picture because England is the bigger picture. Because that will allow and that will prompt BCCI to send in a message to Sunrisers Hyderabad franchise that okay, now you are done and dusted. Your campaign is done and dusted. We want Shami to be rested to manage his work.
Definitely, we will want Shami good for the English series that is coming up. But before that, somber mood will be cloaking in the IPL today as we await for the toss. Within a minute, we will have the toss result within a couple of minutes. But a reminder that the players today from both the teams will be wearing black armbands and will be having a minute silence as a mark of respect for the victims of the Pulwama attack today.
Pahalgam,
We
Pahalgam,
Oh,
Well,
sorry,
Pahalgam.
sorry, sorry. My mistake, my mistake. It was ringing in my mind that all of those things. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry. Pahalgam victims. And yeah, we will also continue to give our deepest condolences to these victims. But before that, Shamik sir, before we get the results of the toss, there's one matchup I was looking forward to was Rohit Sharma taking on Pat Cummins, and that is something Rohit Sharma has struggled. Uh, in the last 5 meetings, he has been dismissed by Pat Cummins 5 of the time. So, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, it is going to be a good matchup between these two. Both of them captains of their respective international sides as well.
See, Rohit Sharma in his current vintage, I mean, and it can be he can be in trouble against any bowler, but on his day he can decimate any bowler. So you have to accept that there will not be a clear pattern. You saw that in the Champions Trophy also. He struggled until the final, and then in the final he came up with a match-winning knock. So Rohit Sharma, at this moment in time, at this stage of his career, there is no particular matchup. He can be he I mean he can be castled by the most innocuous delivery and at the same time he can hit Jaffa for a four. So Rohit Sharma at this stage is a bit unpredictable as far as batting is concerned.
Yes, it is going to be like that, hopefully. But Indian says this is Hyderabad pitch. SRH will decide the fate of the match. But your thoughts on this? A quick thought on that.
Yeah, obviously I'm in front of you to see what is the pitch, but as per pitch report, it's a little bit on the drier side. So if that is what it is, then it needn't be a 250 score. That is what Danny Morrison and our great Matthew Hayden is saying. That it's a little bit on the drier side. May not be as dry as what we saw in one of the earlier matches when SRH struggled to score even 160 or 170 or on those lines. Hopefully, from SRH perspective, but I think it could be slightly on the drier side looking at the pitch report.
Oh, this I was on mute. Sorry. So the update is that Mumbai has won the toss, and Hardik Pandya, their captain, has opted to bowl first. Uh, So we have it. It's going to be a belter of a match. Mumbai has already won the toss and they're going to chase it. Before we wrap up things here, I'd just like to have quick predictions of the game today and how do they see our experts see this game panning out. I'll start with Atriyo sir. Your predictions, sir. And Mumbai or
Hyderabad.
SR? Sorry.
Hyderabad.
Oh, you're
No
going with
reason.
Hyderabad.
No reason, no logic. Just saying.
Okay, okay. And Shamik sir, I mean, I shouldn't be asking this, but for the viewers, if you can just
Shamik,
confirm it
Shamik, you keep it
once
short. Shamik, you keep it short, huh? I'm telling you.
I will keep it short. I will keep it short. Anything less than 225 from Hyderabad, it's Bombay's game.
Okay, and Bharat sir, finally we'll get to you now.
Yeah, I go back to the whole thing in T20 cricket, especially in IPL. It's very difficult to say who will win on that particular day. But maybe I will. Maybe I will give it to yes. Maybe I'll give it to SRH because Mumbai Indians have been winning a few matches, so maybe they will lose one. Yeah, par PP. What is your par PP and final score? See, I'm not seeing the pitch as I
Power
noted. I'm
play.
in front of you. I'm in front of you. That's the problem. If I see the pitch, then I will tell. So unfortunately, that is why I can't tell. I can tell. If it's a dry pitch, maybe it won't be 240. That's what the pitch report is saying. But then I have to go and watch the actual pitch conditions to tell.
And I'll just side with Mumbai as I've always done. But irrespective, we have the predictions and the toss result as well. But we will be live back again at the end of the match, post match show with all of these gentlemen and Gargi as well. So until then, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe Rev Sports, and we will see you again.